Today we're talking Chasing Destiny. Stay tuned.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AFTERBUZZ TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
You better do that routine.
They slow, right? What up, AfterBuzzers? It's your boy DJ Jesse Janedy here in studio for the Chasing Destiny AfterBuzz TV After Show. I'm joined in studio by, well, she knew y'all. We like up here, we pimps up here. We even rotating the third host, Miss Kalima Haneef.
Hi.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
This bubbly personality over here. Speaking of bubbly, DJ Richie Sky.
Always bubbly. What's up, y'all?
Just always super happy. Check them out. And then very excited because not only are we coming in with En Vogue, but you might have seen this smiling face on the show. We have Miss Candace on Skype with us.
Hey, Candace.
Hi.
How
Hey,
you
Candace.
doing?
I'm good. I am fantabulastical.
Fantabulastical.
I love it.
With
I
a
love
dash
it.
of petty. Oh.
Yes, okay. I'm here to serve the tea.
Oh,
Would you like a sip?
we want it. I'm just letting you know that.
Honey, we done hired you right now, girl. So you're gonna have to. You don't get on this line without spilling all
You
the
booked.
tea.
Okay,
Um,
spill it.
So let's hear it. I mean, you joined the show, Chasing Destiny. You're on the show with multiple other girls who want the same position that you're going for. What was that lesson like for you?
Honestly, it was amazing. I feel like I have bonded with so many girls on such a different level. I've always wanted to be in a girl group. And to actually find people who wanted the same thing, that's hard to get. Usually you want a lot of people who want to be solo artists and they be like, I'm only going to be in this group because I want to leave. But when I tell you everyone who was there literally wanted to be a part of that group.
Everybody?
That's what I love. Everybody.
Wow.
Everybody. Like, when these are really, I don't know if you ever seen like my Instagram or tweets, but whenever I talk about the group, I call us the sisterhood of Chasing Destiny because that's exactly what it was.
Wow.
I had a sister bond with all of the girls.
So with that experience, do you now feel like you would prefer to be in a group, or could you see yourself being a solo artist?
You know, I might just have to go solo. I'm only saying it because I've always wanted to be in a girl group. I've tried it and it's not working. And I think I might just have to listen to Steve Mackey. Steve Mackey, he said, her voice doesn't fade. Like, my voice doesn't fade into the background.
Right.
So if it doesn't fade into the background and I have a passion for singing, why not try solo?
Right.
Has there ever been anything? I always think it's funny, and I'm always about destiny and conspiracy theories. But like, so okay, here we are. We create this girl group on television,
Right.
but there were so many of you girls, and you guys all connected. It brings me to like Fifth Harmony, who were all single girls, and then when they went on X Factor, Simon was like, you, let's try you in a group. What is interesting to me is, I don't know why I have this feeling of another group spawning from this massive group of girls, like, because you guys have become so connected with one another. And if you didn't make the Kelly Rowland group, do you see that happening between any of the girls, or is that something that you would be interested in? Or
Are you talking about like creating a group within the group of the girls?
yes, honey, that's it. That sisterhood group
Yeah, like,
that didn't make the group.
Exactly.
Well,
I see. I knew something.
That sounds like a wonderful idea. But this contract, honey, I can't say.
I feels it. You know what I mean? So we might have to wait 2 more years or however long they got you signed up for. Might be an American Idol contract. You got that 5 year. You know what I mean? You can't do
That
nothing.
makes sense.
But
though.
like, honestly, like, working with the other girls would not be a problem for me. I'm not even sure, if being a group would necessarily be the thing, but I wouldn't mind working with any of the girls.
Collaborating and all that.
Yeah, collaboration.
So what are you working on now that the show's over? Oh, all right.
So-
You was telling us about your ballet shoes.
Okay.
Slippers.
I don't know if anybody remembers when I got kicked off, right? Okay.
I remember.
I stated that I was going to take classes, dance class, everything. So lately, for the past couple of weeks, I have been taking my vocal classes. I have been taking my performance classes / acting classes. But Uncle Frankie might be upset with me because I did not take my ballet classes. I just bought my ballet shoes today. But, you know, dance is not my strongest, so I was trying to push it off. But I have classes tomorrow and Friday for ballet.
Yes.
That's nice.
Well, you gotta update us on like social media, Snapchat, and all that, so we can experience that with you.
Yes, okay, because ballet is no joke.
Girl, I mean, I can't even imagine. Because I can't even do Pilates. Like all right, but musically, what are you working on? Like, where is Candace's head right now?
So musically, I have been performing in Philly lately. Last week, I just had a performance with Sincerely Sarita, but I've been performing and I've been asked to perform. So yes, I've been performing. I have been writing a few songs. I did not get into the studio yet because I feel like my voice is not as ready as it needs to be. Mm-hmm. But I do plan on letting something go within the summertime.
Yes.
So please look forward to it because I always have people come up to me like, oh my goodness, Candace, like, I love you. Are you going to have music? You need to have music. So I was like, okay, well, okay, I'm going to have music.
I love that you're focusing on you, focus on your brand. What would you say from this experience that you're now applying to yourself now that it's like, okay, I got this, bitch.
Yes,
Candace about to be on.
I have definitely taken music to a whole nother level. Music to me is now, music has always been my life, but now music is so important to me. Like, of course, I have to finish school, but once I finish school, because I only have one semester left, because I go to the first historically black college founded in 1837 before the Emancipation Proclamation, Cheney University.
Wow.
But I go to Cheney University.
Clutch them pearls, girl.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
As you clutch your pearls.
And once I graduate, I plan on taking my music career to a whole different level because I feel like music is needed in this world and music influences a lot of things. And I want to personally encourage a lot of young women. I want to help women who have low self-esteem, and I wanted to let them know, like, you are the bee's knees. Like, you are the best thing out there.
Yeah.
And that's just, I have a passion for young people and things like that. So I just want to be encouraging.
Even in your audition, like, that energy was so clear. When they called you kind of like a mother, you can tell that you have that warm energy and you're definitely going
Thank
there.
you.
Yeah, don't even worry about that. That's totally inside of you, so.
And what advice would you give to those girls?
Yeah.
Oh,
How do you feel like you're the bomb? When you don't
tell them, number one, go after your dreams. Go after your dreams. But, okay, make sure if you are going after your dreams, please keep your grades up. Just because I say go after your dreams, that does not mean, oh, Candace said go after my dreams, I'm going to fail high school and I'm going to just keep going. No, because one thing I know, it's okay to be well-rounded. If school's not for you, just complete it with the best of your abilities and everything will be fine. But go after your dreams because the only person who can fulfill your dream is you. Mm-hmm. Nobody else can do it but you. Right. You are the only greatness that you will see. You will be as great as you need to be. So be that.
Candace.
Be that. And you know, even if, okay, you get kicked off one of the best shows on TV, it is not the end.
Yeah.
Because let me spill the tea, y'all.
Please do.
Now we can spill the tea. I knew I was going home.
Aww.
I knew, but
what do you mean by you knew? Like internally, like an inner cry, like you knew?
All right. So I don't know if y'all peep, but a lot of people in this group has dreams. So I had a dream. I don't even think I told Kelly this, or Uncle Frank. I had a dream that I was going home, and I woke up. And I did my devotions every day because I believe in Jesus Christ. I did my devotions every day and I would pray. So I woke up this day and I said, Lord, no, like, I don't want to go home. Please, no, please don't make me go home. And I think my last line on there was, Lord, I just want to prove that I can do this, and I just don't want to go home because I really have connected with the girls. But then throughout the day, it was like, I feel it. I'm going home. I feel it. And we went out to eat because, we were starving. We went out to eat, and Ashley, we were getting back in the van, and Ashley was like, "What's wrong?" And I was like, nothing's wrong. She was like, okay. But I'm not going to tell her, oh yeah, eliminations are happening today, and I'm going home. But I mean, it hurt because you really want to be a part and you've connected with everybody. I was connected to Uncle Frank. I was connected to Kelly. And it kind of felt like, oh no, I'm about to be pulled away from this relationship and from the girls. But it was fine because I also prayed a prayer and I said, Lord, if I'm meant to sing, then let me make it past this first audition. Let me make it to LA. And I really prayed that because I prayed to him and I said, if I don't make it, I'm never singing again. And I was so serious because I've been rejected by other shows. And it's like, after auditioning so much, it's kind of like you want to give up.
Right.
Yep.
So I was like, oh yeah, so music may not be for me. Maybe I should just go into education. So I literally prayed and I said, Lord, when I audition for Kelly, if I don't make it, I'm never singing again, and I will take another path. And when I walked into the room and I saw Miss Kelly and Uncle Frank, I was like, oh yeah, I'm definitely about to make it. And I knew. And as soon as I got that letter, I was like, yes. Oh my goodness.
But you know what though? You have to look at shows like American Idol. We have like Jennifer Hudson. You know what I'm saying? We have like all of these people like Fantasia that did not make it. And we see where they've ended up today. So it's kind of like
more, the people who didn't.
Sometimes it's the people that didn't make it that end up going the furthest.
And anyone who's like super successful says that they got 1 million no's before that one yes that was significant. So you just got to rack up your nose. But the thing is that an elimination is basically an elimination. I think people take it in such a negative way, but I think elimination means that you tried and you failed instead of failing by not trying, Like you actually went, you conquered, you don't have to wonder what if.
Honestly, I don't even view it as failure. I view it as you had the best marketing platform
Exactly.
ever. So now,
you were on Chasing Destiny.
So
and
now, exactly, you had a huge marketing boost that most people don't have, and you still have it. So use that and make music and do what you're supposed to be doing.
It's funny that you said that because the one thing that wasn't on TV, and I'm not sure if I should share or if I can share, but I already said it now, right? Let's spill the tea. When I got eliminated, I went back and I said, I'm sorry for the way I walked out the room. I really love you guys. I was just, hurt a little bit, whatever. And Kelly, she came and she was like, Candace, what size shoe do you wear? I said, I wear a size 11. I was like, what size shoe you wear? She was like, I wear a 10. She was like, try these on. I said, I don't really wear sneakers. I was like, okay, I'll try them on. So I put them on and I was like, oh my goodness, they fit. Kelly was like, they fit, she said, because you were walking in my shoes, Candace. She said, I really believe in you. And like for her to say that, I was like,
yeah,
me?
Absolutely.
Me? So at least I left with Kelly's shoes.
Right.
if not anything, at least rent paid for next month, y'all.
Yes.
But you're also keeping in contact with some of the girls there, including the girls in the group. So it was still a networking opportunity as well.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I keep in contact with all of the girls.
Who are you closest with?
Ooh. Honestly, it's interesting that you say that. I have a connection with every girl, but I feel like every connection is different. To where we're all close in different ways. Like Tampico. Do y'all know Tampico? Number one, she can sing down. Like I don't even know if I saw her sing on the show, but Tampico can sing. And Tampico and when I was in LA, she was just showing me different parts of LA. Like she was taking me around, like Compton
is
and
she based out there?
Huh?
Is she based out of LA?
Yes.
Oh wow.
Yes, Tampico Jones with 2 S's. Follow her, everyone. That me and her were really, really close. Cheyenne, my baby.
Yes.
We are both Virgos. We have the same birthday,
Yes,
so you know
Virgo.
we clicked.
Yeah.
Virgo
We clicked.
Nation.
I love everybody's spirit. Ashley, just Ash, she just came out with an EP. Yeah.
Yeah, we
Love
had her on the show.
Love just
Yeah.
Ash. I love Jahari. Like, when I tell you, I literally loved everybody. Me and Sky, we were roommates. Sky and I, we used to talk every night. Mind you, we didn't go to sleep. We didn't get in till 5:30 in the morning. So Sky and I used to stay up until like 7 talking when we should have been in bed. But like, I connected with each and every girl, and I have all of their numbers. I keep in contact with every last one.
I love it. Candace, where can everyone keep in contact with you if they want to see? Do you do like cover videos on YouTube or like, you know?
Yes. Oh my goodness, everyone, you can stalk me on Instagram. Candace Cahoe. Cahoe, Cahoe. Cahoe.
Get it right.
I have Twitter, I have an Instagram, I have a YouTube. I'm going to update my YouTube. I have 2 channels. I don't know whichever one I log into, because
Ain't that the truth though with YouTube though? Yeah.
yes, like, because I was like, oh, I forgot that password. But you can keep up with me in Philly. Number 1, thank you, Philly, for your support. Thank you, Cheney University, for your support. Thank you, Tri-State area. I am always around. I'm always at open mics, always performing, so you can catch me.
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
Candace, thank you for tuning in with us and stopping by
Thank
to
you
talk.
for having me.
Yes,
you guys
of
are so
course.
great.
And you're
Thanks, bro.
awesome too.
Well, best of luck.
Bye.
Bye, love.
Bye.
Y'all, let's talk about this episode.
Yes.
Kelly
Yeah, let's
was
get into it.
about this Gabby video. Kelly was disappointed, and she wants to understand the intent of the video, because at the same time, and I'm all about like the world happening in certain ways, and so for me, if I was Kelly and the producers are like, I don't know about 5 girls, then all of a sudden this happens,
Yeah.
I would be in the same place as Kelly, like,
Yeah.
is this God telling me something?
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
what are you guys thinking about the video? Was it that big of a deal?
Okay,
or
listen. For me, the video wasn't that bad.
No.
What I had the most issue with was Gabby's reaction
Yeah.
to being
Yeah.
called out about it. Let me tell y'all something. When you apologize for something or when you admit something, don't give a lot of details. Just say, you know what, that was probably not the smartest thing to
Take
do.
responsibility, right?
I am very sorry to all of you girls, and I hope you're not disappointed in me, and I really want to be here. Don't say anything else, because everything that she said after that continued to either contradict what she initially said or made her sound worse.
when she sat in that hotel room on
Oh
that
my God, I
phone,
was
it
like,
was just
girl,
like,
no.
you're just in your head right now repeating the story over and over again, and you're making it worse because now you're over analyzing, you're creating this anxiety, and the things you're saying, like, I get it, like, you probably didn't even mean it, but you probably didn't even mean to, say half the stuff that you were saying, but it's just in that moment with that energy, you're confused, and I don't know.
I think,
Girl, we're gonna have to have you
that-
push your chin, and we're just gonna keep it real. We live, y'all.
and in terms of keeping it real, I think that, okay, let's just be real clear about this. Now, you can say, I don't know where Kelly was going with her statement that fame is a drug. You know what I'm saying? I can agree with that. But to a certain degree, let me say this. For Gabby to kind of sit there and say, I'm not looking to be famous, I think that's BS. To a certain degree.
You can't be in the group.
You can't be in a group. You don't. If you have to have that desire to want some level of fame. You might not be chasing fame, but you have to welcome that, and you have to know that you are in a sense wanting that too, by just being in the group. Like, you can't say I don't want cameras in my face, yet you giving a confessional on camera talking about you being on camera.
Right.
Like, it didn't make sense. And I just want to say, shut up. Just don't say nothing else.
Like, I don't need that. I could
was
just be
real,
cool
just-
with, like, you know what I mean? Like, well, then, girl, get on the street with a guitar and just start strumming. Why are you
right.
here?
If you don't want anybody to see you, what are you doing?
And we got to what did she say? I know. Oh, because Kelly had said, I know back in the day we had to be politically correct, and
Right.
you need a certain sense of media training. But she's like, but I don't know if you need that in 2016. No, We do. Here's the thing. Not only do they need it, the children need it. Because they need role models. They don't need girls who are just woo woo woo. We get enough of that with reality TV. So
Exactly.
but I love that Kelly said you have to tell the other girls. Like, it has to be a discussion. I wondered if she had the conversation with Gabby before, because Gabby kind of already I felt like Gabby already knew what was about to come out.
She looked like she knew, but you know, I was just into the other girls' reactions because Crystal didn't hold back. She said, if you look like a hoe, we look like a hoe. So, like, what's going on?
Right, and I would have been the first one, like, girl, what you do, porn?
Ashley said that. She was like, was it porn?
We got to the rehearsal, and Vogue was there, Never Gonna Get It. Epic.
I thought that was dope.
It was dope, kind of. And then hearing, what's her name? Oh my God, Terry, say, it's so surreal to be in this spot, listening to them, watching them, when that was the first dance move you taught us. Like, that would be kind of trippy. Like,
That's kind of crazy, though. Like, I mean, it's interesting to see Frank work with one generation of singers and then work with a completely different generation of singers, teaching what he taught that
3 generations of
ago.
singers in that room.
That's crazy. That's really, really crazy. That's just chills.
Interesting also that Crystal and Terry knew each other. What did we get? So Kelly brings up the video. She said, I love that the girls stuck by her. That's your past. As long as we gonna move forward, no more hoe videos. Like, we good. Whatever you post on Snapchat, girl, let me see before you hit send.
I mean, you know, like, I didn't think the video
It
was
wasn't
all
that big of a deal,
bad.
yeah. But I think that Kelly was just trying to make sure that her intentions were clear, and more than anything, know that this brand, that's not a part of our brand, and that's not the look that we're going for.
A very subtle way of stating that.
And just a way to just make her feel the seriousness. But I think that she was just so overwhelmed because it's so new, it's so fresh. They're all trying to be the best that they can be, and it's like, why me out of everything? And she even mentioned that her dad even made a big deal out of it. So this is something that's constantly coming back and like haunting her.
Kids, that's why you don't send the nudes.
Yeah.
See, here's my thing. It's okay. So listen, I'm frustrated with her. She's my new source of frustration. I feel like I'm Kelly, because this is how I feel.
Now that what's her name, Chicago
exactly.
went back
Now
on?
she's gone. I got a new problem child. My thing is this. Now you have this video out there. You already kind of reacted not in the best of ways when you've been confronted with it. But now we find out that, girl, you ain't even trying hard when it's time to work. Several of the other girls commented on it. Kelly commented on it. So it's like, what are you doing? Like, you got to work harder than everybody else.
You're walking around talking about, like, I just feel like I'm in La La Land. Like, bitch, you shouldn't.
When Ashley was giving her the real deal about how this works, it was no lie. That's true in life in general. So it's like, you need to listen to this girl who's obviously older and wiser, and not just sit around thinking that you can run around in these little these Birkenstocks all the time. Like, you can't if you see 4 girls in heels and you got on Birkenstocks, don't you think you might want to try to step your game up a little bit?
Yes, or at least own it. Like, here in that situation where she's gonna be like, girl, you can't be walking around here in Birkenstocks. You'd be like, why?
But the thing
like,
is, exactly.
I'm gonna walk into the studio. I'm gonna walk on stage at the Billboard Awards in my fucking Birkenstocks.
No, you will not with me.
Well, I mean, I understand that, but I'm just saying, like, if you're gonna be that character, be that character. Don't be like, oh, when it's time for people to see me, bitch, you're being recorded now.
That's true, exactly. And if you know what you want your brand to be like when you're on the red carpet, then you need to represent that at all times, especially if you're on camera doing a reality show.
But here's the thing, though, you can't do that in a group. You can't say, well, I'm gonna do this because that's who I am. You cannot do that in a group. But most groups,
like, look at TLC, like, there was something unique about every single one of them. Now this is a
look at the
bigger
Spice
group.
Girls. Imagine if Posh was like, I want to wear pigtails, baby. Be like, no, bitch.
But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing. Even with a group, it's still somewhat orchestrated. It's not just.
It's got to be cohesive in some sort of way.
It still has to fit. And you running
really
around like Marvin the Martian, it's just not gonna work.
Like, you aren't. To me, Gabby, you're a solo artist. Like, you need, like, I can picture the album cover of you, like, with a daffodil in your hair, and you're just like, you know what I mean? Like, not with the Birkin.
And this frustrates me because she looks so good when she's done up.
Yo, that one scene with her with the fitted hat and the green workout.
Amazing. And I can deal with that type of like kind of like tomboy because it's still tough,
exactly.
stylish,
but she's still
and,
cute.
like,
She got a cute face.
Exactly.
Right.
Yeah, she had the Puma suit on. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, girl.
I could
And
deal with
I'm
that.
with the short Alicia Key cut
Oh,
here.
yeah.
I feel like that's where you need to be. I can't wait for next week's episode for the
can't either.
makeovers.
I
I'm
can't
like,
either.
Yes.
all right, what do we say? So I love that Brie gave her that conscious conversation. That
Oh
was
my
beautiful.
God, Bree went in.
Yeah.
I was so
And she
excited
needed
for
that.
her.
She needed
did.
that.
All right, so then from there we got the whole glam situation and whatever, and we met Mr. Martin, who is such a magical gem in this world. I need to find his little studio so he can motivate these spaghetti arms. All right, Mr. Martin's boxing coach. So I thought he was dope motivated.
Yeah, definitely.
I thought he was awesome. I mean,
Yeah.
I think he was exactly what they needed.
Yeah, I,
I
felt
mean,
so
he was
bad
what
for
I
Cheyenne,
need.
though. Yes. You don't want a coach that's gonna be. You want someone that's definitely gonna motivate you and be in your head the whole time.
It's
Yeah.
so-
Working out, you need somebody to push you.
Yeah.
It's so funny. So there's two totally different types of motivators. There's that kind, which
Right.
I feel like I need because I need someone to be mean to me so I can be mean back.
Right.
But like I once had this trainer and he was just the nicest person in the world. He just made, oh, bro, why can't you just do 5 more? And you're like, fuck you, bro.
I do kind of get into that too.
And he's just super nice and he
because then
makes
they
you
make
feel like.
want to do more.
Yeah.
In a weird, different way.
So I liked this Mr. Martin, like, no, very East Coast of him, like,
Yeah.
Very
no shit, like, let's get this shit
Yeah,
done.
yeah,
This
yeah.
isn't fucking the Wizard of Oz. Take your ease on down the road, bitch.
I was shocked by his assessments.
I loved his assessment, and I thought it was so spot on.
I could definitely tell Bree was like way ahead of the pack with like just the fitness. But I wasn't expecting that he would say that, Ashley, was the one with the grit. You know what I'm saying? I was expecting it to be maybe Crystal. And she was having the harder time. That was interesting to me.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting. I mean, it makes sense. Cheyenne, I'm not Cheyenne. Cheyenne and Crystal were looked at as the weakest.
Yeah,
ones.
the weakest,
Obviously,
right.
and then we see Cheyenne throwing up and whatnot.
Right.
Which is also interesting because Crystal was in a girl group before, so you
That's what
feel
I
like
was
she would kind of know. Cheyenne, she's the baby. Like, let's give her that. But after this, boo,
Yeah.
like you here to win, you're here to work. Like,
Yeah.
girl, don't be sitting up here like, oh no. Here's the thing though, and I feel like people do this. What were you thinking about that got you caught up in that anxiety? I wish she kept it real and vocalized what that thought was, because
Just
it,
wanting to be
it
the
was
best.
a thought. Yep.
Remember how he kept saying Mr. Martin was like, don't be last, don't be last. You don't want to be last, So I feel like she just did not want to be in the back.
But I wish she vocalized it, because I think it's important in a group of
they don't feel
females.
comfortable.
You know what though?
No, I know. They will.
When you have an anxiety attack, because I immediately recognize it because I get them. So I was like, oh, girl, you have this is not asthma. This is you.
Oh, wow.
Because I know what it's like. You can't catch your breath. You don't know what you're thinking. So it's kind of a weird situation. But she should have just maybe kind of copped to it's fear. That's the bottom line.
Fear of failure.
Possibly.
exactly, yeah.
Or of looking bad, or you just have no idea what it is in that moment.
Because it could have just been like, I'm last, and then all of a sudden that triggers, oh my gosh, the cameras,
Yes,
oh my gosh,
yes,
Mr. Martin.
I don't want to
Yes,
go home.
definitely, yeah.
Any of those types of things.
Right.
And who knows what we didn't hear.
Yeah.
Mr. Martin could have been like, oh, you gotta get out of here, you're done, you know what I mean? Like, all right, so then we saw, I wrote heart attack next to her, girl. Crystal's out here throwing up, like, I couldn't.
That's what I was like. But I guess, you're not in a group, and who knows what types of... Some groups may not work that hard. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah, and she
I
said
think-
she was just naturally fit too. She says she works out as she tries like me. When you go, and you try your best. When you do go, you might do 30 minutes, go hard for 30 minutes, and you feel good about yourself. You feel good about yourself in the end, but you don't. I mean, Mr. Martin, that's left field, and that's professional. That's gonna be something that you're probably not used to, just going to the gym and working out by yourself.
Yes.
I mean, literally, just
You're
me
right.
looking at it, I was like, I want to, I hope to, have
Aspire
that
to
sort
be
of,
there.
yeah, but I don't know if I'd be able to handle Mr.
You're gonna
Martin.
Yeah,
have
like
to.
already I'm like
You're
thinking
gonna
about
have
like,
to.
okay, I'm gonna run, do a squat, do
Yeah,
a squat.
like,
And then as I'm thinking after the second one, I'm like, okay, I'm already tired.
Like, I know, I'm like watching them getting tired, like, no.
He
was
said,
here for it.
although you're a group, you have to be strong individuals. You are only as strong, I wrote as Michelle, but
Right.
you're weakest.
I remember.
I am here for you, Michelle.
Oh, I live for
I
Michelle,
love
honey.
Michelle,
First of all, Miss
yes.
Michelle is
She's my friend
She
in my
actually is
head.
my favorite.
Yes, yes.
What?
She's my favorite.
Oh yeah.
Of Destiny's
Destiny's
Child.
Child.
Wow, okay.
Oh, that's dope.
I think she has the best personality, and when
has a
she
great
sings "Through with
And-
Love"
and
and she does that,
She's the best personality
Yeah.
ever. It's made for TV too. I feel like she belongs on television.
yeah,
Like maybe hosting something or something like that.
hosting "Chasing Destiny" the reunion.
Michelle, girl,
kidding.
stop by here.
Just kidding. All right. Well, on that note, let's head into what predictions. Skirt.
Boom, 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 boom.
And now, your AFTERBUZZ TV predictions.
All right. So next week looks intense. We're gonna get the Glam Squad situation. Favorite.
Yes.
Who do you think's gonna really just out of all of them, just like whoa?
I think Gabby. I think they're trying to set it up for Gabby for sure.
Really?
Yes.
That makes sense. I mean, it makes sense based
There's
on the
some
things
photos
that
online,
happen.
too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That makes sense. Like what happened in this episode, they emphasized her looks.
Right.
So it was kind of like a setup for maybe seeing where she could go. But I mean, it's undeniable. The girl is a knockout.
Yeah, she's pretty.
I think that's why I would like so much more for her in this life. You know what I mean?
I'm interested to see what they do with Ashley.
I'm
'Cause I feel
interested,
like-
too, because I feel like
We've seen Crystal when she was in her other group. Like we've seen her
Yeah,
with
potential,
Lando.
right.
God.
You know what I mean? Like Brianna,
Amazing.
I can already picture it. But Ashley and Cheyenne, because Cheyenne, you have to be careful because she's the baby of the group, so you don't want to like over sexualize her.
Right.
So I feel like she'll be very like OMG girl-esque.
She's not. Yeah, she's not. Like she's from St. Petersburg. I'm from St. Petersburg as well, and she's very like clear on her brand. She is like, and you can even see it in the show, like the attitude. She lives for like that Destiny Child high sexually like attitude. Yeah.
Really?
So
You
she's.
know, I'm here for that.
I think they're gonna try, to find that balance because they know that they don't want to have to deal with the media saying she's dressing too old for herself. But she is all about, the hair, the, tight, I don't know. She's very, very
Yeah.
into being sexual.
Yeah,
So-
I'm here for that too. I'm here for it. I do
Yeah.
wonder what they're gonna do with Ashley because I'm just trying to figure out how she's kind of the middle of that group. I don't know if that makes any sense.
No,
what
I
I'm
get what
saying.
you're saying.
You know what I mean?
do get what you're
Yeah.
saying. The tone-wise.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out what new look they're gonna give her, if they will give her a new look. Mm-hmm.
And she has like kind of this motherly personality.
That's
with
what
the
I'm
girls,
saying.
Too,
Like,
so it's
what do you do with that?
yeah.
Right.
I'm excited to see.
am too.
Also, next week, we're going to see them in the studio working on original music.
Yes. That's what I'm most excited for.
I need to hear the
Because
tone.
the cover was amazing.
The cover was amazing. I was disappointed, but that they chose that song. But I'm not going to talk about that this
Yeah,
week. Like I did
You,
last
I
week.
love that you are the only person in this world that I can have
I
that
didn't
conversation with about, because everyone be like out here like, bitch, what? You didn't love that cover? You didn't love that? Like, no, it was a dope cover. It's just like, I don't know, maybe I
didn't
just don't like
expect it.
Hotline Bling. Maybe I just don't like that.
It's a
love
little
the song,
played out,
but
but-
it's that's my thing. It's played out in
Yeah.
terms of a cover because
Yeah.
everybody's done it. So I'm like, girls, y'all could have. I mean, come on, Kelly, come on now. So I'm thinking to myself, at this point of the season, I'm actually liking the episodes better
Yep.
than I was when all of the other girls were there. And this is no shade to any of the other girls. I think it's just that it seems a little more like they're getting more real with the things that are kind of occurring, and we're getting to see these 5 personalities interact and how they mesh.
Yeah.
Because obviously next week some girls go into the studio and some girls
Yeah,
don't.
yeah.
And that's gonna be a problem.
It was Gabby. It's her first time recording. They
Yeah.
said,
And she is the
Yeah.
one that was sitting out.
which is gonna be crazy because
It's almost like too many strikes against Gabby. It's
Yeah,
kind of
like, I'm like-
but I feel they're using that
But
plot.
having that's yeah, exactly. And then just her kind of being the last link of like being able to blend with a group, being in the studio, being able to like having to blend voices and I guess get the feeling right amongst all of the group, and then now you're recording, by yourself, but making sure that you blend well. It's really important to have recording experience.
well, not only that,
Just
but
as
it
a
takes
solo artist, but
it is money to
Yeah,
be in those
exactly,
studios.
exactly.
And so when you can't get it right,
Yeah.
another girl
and
will get it
Kelly's
right.
like putting money in the like they're not just in any studio to
Yeah.
practice. Like they're coming, and every single second is important.
Yep.
So
Honey,
Yeah.
and we filming this?
yeah,
So Gabby's never been in the studio. She has to sit out. And then we get this first of all, and Lala girl, like, hey.
Random.
Yeah,
Well, I
like-
know her and Kelly are like really close friends,
Yeah.
but I was kind of like, your advice about that. I was curious.
The day off conversation. I get it. I get the idea behind it. We're a little too fresh and too new
to be taking days
taking a
off.
day off.
It's like you just started your job. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, oh my God, like you're still on probation. Like,
I can't get that 3-day weekend on.
I mean,
it's
unless
Memorial
it was
Day.
previously scheduled. I mean, I don't know. I'm just saying, like, but I feel like with this type of situation, you know, you're all not singing at the same time. So you got some breaks in there. You got some downtime. You can't pay me to think that y'all don't have any downtime while you're
And
in
you
the studio.
probably actually have more downtime than others because the
it's-
filming process.
Exactly. So
There's a
you're-
lot of like waiting
So
and
you're
setting
taking a
up.
day off for what? You just it has to be just one song you're recording. Why are you tired already? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna let
Well,
that go.
okay. So let's play devil's advocate.
Let's play
now.
it, let's
Here
play.
you are. You're new to a group. All these girls' personalities. It's like, yeah, great. We're on a high. We're on a high. We're on a high.
Yeah.
Now we're actually putting the work in. Okay, these bitches. I don't know if I need a break or if that bitch fucking don't sing one more time. I'm gonna bring up the video again. If this bitch fucking hit that note one more time, I'm done. If I have to smell these Birkenstocks one more time,
Oh my goodness.
you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm wondering if maybe that's. Because that can come into
I'm
play.
sure,
You
but
were in a group, so what is that like being around the same people? But you were there like your friends, though, right?
Well, at the same time, I mean, you're traveling a lot together, so you have to spend. And like, I will tell you, like me. Okay, so just being very real, like,
No, please lie to us.
like I really didn't have that much of a relationship with one of my group members, so it was kind of like we worked well together, but in terms of like talking and like sharing secrets, we weren't doing all of that, you
Yeah.
know. But I can do that.
They want them so badly to be like sisters.
Yeah, I mean, you can be that, but even if you have 5 brothers or sisters, you're not close to all of them.
No.
I mean, there's gonna be 1 or 2 that you're probably closest to.
Right.
Yeah, so I mean, to me, it's like you're there to work. You're there to work.
And this is way too soon for a break. This is when you're supposed to go the hardest so that when you take a break, you feel good that you put in that time.
Yeah, like y'all ain't even gotten to the real stuff
Yeah,
yet. Like,
like-
really being on tour. That's crazy.
Yeah.
The fuck? All right. Well, on that note, we want to thank you guys for tuning in. Make sure you guys hit us up at AfterBuzz TV on Twitter, Instagram, and Facebook. You guys can keep in contact with me at DJ Jesse J.
Kalima, Lima, Wisdom, ENT.
You guys can stalk me at DJ Richie Sky on Instagram, Twitter, and the Snap at Richie Sky.
Boom. Till next week, same time, same place. Peace.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.